Howdy folks, Ranger Sly here, and today we're going to do a way overdue video about comic books that I got from different claim sales that took place mostly last summer, I think. The first stack I'm going to show you are all books that I got from our friend Aaron, aka Psychtronic Squirt Gun, or PSG for short. And in the second part of the video, I'll be showing you comics that I got from two other friendly members of the YouTube comic book community, Bec Neptune and Pizza Rat.
They said it couldn't be done. They said a gun that shoots through glass? Impossible. But it's here, now, with Dick Tracy's new silent ray gun and electronic target game. A gun that shoots a powerful silent ray. Hit the moving target. Shoot for skill. Develop a sharp eye and a steady hand. Improve your score. Sharpshooter, marksman, or expert. For every hit, the buzzer sounds. The better you hit, the higher you score. Only the new Dick Tracy target game has this electronic scoreboard. You can hit all the Dick Tracy bad guys as far as 30 feet away. You control the target speed yourself. Who said it couldn't be done? It's here now, the Dick Tracy electronic target game with special electronic scoring for skill and accuracy, wherever American toys are sold.
First, a nice note that Aaron sent me. Yo, Mr. Sly, thank you so much for these claims, my friend. I really appreciate you and your knowledge of the good stuff. And always know that the YouTube friendship means more than the cashola. Sincerely, PSG Aaron. Well, thank you, Aaron. You're one of the most kind and positive guy in the community, so I really appreciate it. On with the comics then. The first two books I'm gonna show you, I'm not sure if I actually claimed them or if they are freebies that Aaron added to the package, because I don't remember them at all. But sometimes I give indies comics a chance if they look interesting and if it's a first issue of something. So this one is called Courtney Crumrin and the Coven of Mystics by Ted Naife. I hope I pronounced his name right. I know the name Ted Naife. He did a few comic books before. He did a series called Polly and the Pirates. And also he's an artist on the Magic the Gathering game cards. I did a bit of research to find out about this series. They were actually more miniseries and one-shots and whatnot featuring this character. And the name Crumrin is actually the surname of his spouse. She's named Kelly Crumrin. The previous book was from 2002 and this one is from 2001. It's called The Disciples Wheel of Fortune. It seems to be a one-shot. And I couldn't find much about this series. This one I might have claimed myself because the story seems to be set in Las Vegas. As you can see, there's a sign for the Golden Nugget Gambling Hall. And I love stories that take place in Las Vegas. And I also like to try out new indie books, especially if it's a first issue or a self-contained story like this one seems to be. I did a little bit of research and found nothing about this. The creators are all unknown to me. Writers are Colin Clayton and Chris Dawes. The pencil inside and the cover are by Lawrence Campbell and the inks by Larry Chaput. The art inside is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to read this. Of all the comics I grabbed from Aaron's claim sale, this is probably the one I was the most excited about because I used to own this. I remember buying this issue from the old wire spinner rack in 1981. Unfortunately, for some reason, I didn't keep it in my collection, so I'm happy to get it back. It's Flash number 300, a double-sized spectacular celebrating the 25th anniversary issue of the Silver Age Flash. And what is fun, it's that it's a double spread cover, as it says on the back cover, featuring more action, more origin, more guest stars, and more surprises than ever. I've just started to get interested in trying to collect all the last part of the Silver Age Flash run, the part written by Cary Bates, a writer that I like very much, and drawn by the original Silver Age Flash creator Carmine Infantino, who came back to the series during the end run of the series. So yeah, I try to grab issues from that end run anytime I can find them. And the rest of the comic books are all from the same series. It's the Batman Superman World's Finest from 2022, written by Mark Waid, who I consider as one of the last old school comic book writing today. And the art is pretty nice too, by a guy named Dan Mora. So yeah, I came in late on that series because I don't really follow what's coming out in modern comics. So thank you to, I think Eric Breen was the first one to make me aware of that series. And I know a few other older collector like me like that series, so I tried it out and I was impressed by it. It was a very old school fun stories, and so yeah, I'm late and I need a lot of issue to fill that run that I missed, so I was very happy when Aaron had a big stack of those. So here we go, number 5, number 6, number 9, 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 number 9.
Now join our regularly scheduled program, already in progress.
Number 12. Number 13, which is the only one with the variant cover. I'm not crazy about variant cover. I always prefer the main cover, usually, especially if the interior artists did them, like the previous covers. But this one, number 13, is a variant cover by Christian Ward. Never heard of him, but it's pretty cool. Dark Side. Then we have issue 14, 15, 16, guess what, 17, 18, love this one, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Pretty good run. And it fills a lot of holes in this series for me. So we're gonna take a break, and then we'll get on with the wins I got from Bec Neptune and Pizza Rat's claim sale.
Hello. You know, when you fix an Italian food, everything has got to be just perfect. Especially when you're making a pizza. I'm going to show you. Looks good? You betcha my life. And it's delicious. That's the pizza you get at the theater. So hurry up. Get yourself some.
Pizza!
Pizza! Pizza, pizza, pizza! Everybody loves pizza, and we're now featuring the famous original Tolona pizza. Only the finest and purest ingredients go into the original Tolona pizza, made fresh to your order. And into the oven it goes. Presto, a luscious, hot, crispy pizza. We're now featuring... Hey, wait a minute. Give me another pizza. That's better. Now, as I was saying... We now have delicious, crispy Tolona pizza at the refreshment stand. What do you have? Cheese, sausage, or pepperoni? Take it away!
I hope you had a nice pizza break, and now on to the comics I got from Bec Neptune's and Pizza Rat claim sale. I think also from last summer. They sent me a nice postcard with the package. It's from Disney's Brave. And there's a note at the back with a nice calligraphy, I suspect from Bec Neptune. It says, Ranger Sly, thank you again for your purchase. We added in some extra goodies for you. Hope you enjoy. Pizza Rat and Bec Neptune. So yeah, we'll start with the free stuff they sent me. The first one is AKA Goldfish from 1996. There were many volumes of that series, and this is the last one that came out, I think. It's from Brian Michael Bendis, who is a well-known comic book writer, but what I didn't know is he's also an artist. He drew the inside pages and they look pretty nice. It's black and white art, and this one is a pretty thick one too. So I'm really looking forward to read this. The second freebie is from 2017 Free Comic Book Day, and it's 2000 AD. These are always good reads. And the last freebie is X-Men Divided We Stand #1 of 2. Honestly, I'm not a big X-Men fan, but it was a free comic book. It's a #1, so I will at least read it. Now for the books I actually paid for. These are a few fillers from the series Firepower by Robert Kirkman and Chris Samnee. It's a mystical kung fu series, a lot of fun. I love Chris Samnee's art, so it was on my pull list for the first couple of years, and then I stopped buying new books, so I missed the last few issues. So these will fill the end of the run. I'm still missing a few others, but it's a good start. So Firepower number 19, number 20, and number 21. They look cool, don't they? I was very happy to grab this one. This is IDW's Dick Tracy Forever. I think it's a miniseries. I've managed to grab a couple of issues from Rob's Cheap Comic Book Collectors claim sales, but I didn't have #1, and I always like to start at the very beginning when I read a new series, so I'm very happy to get this one. The writing and art is by Michael Avon Homig. This comic book and maybe a couple of others I grabbed honestly because I wanted to mitigate the shipping costs for Bec Neptune and Pizza Rat, because the box they sent me costs about $8, I think, and it was a $2 a book claim sale, so I wanted to grab a few to make it worth their while to ship a package to me. So, but this one looks fun. Honestly, a red one, #1 from Image from 2015. It's by the husband and wife team of Terry and Rachel Dodson. Looks fun. It will be at least good for some cheesecake factor. Now this one looks very fun. I really grabbed it, as I said, as a filler for the package, but I'm very happy to grab it. It's it's like it represents the best of small press, I think. It's called Mr. Beat Adventures. It's published by More Damn Comics from 1997, and it's by a guy named Chris Yambar. It looks like a lot of fun. I've perused through some pages, and it's everything I like from the indies, the black and white indies of the 80s and 90s. And so I'm looking really forward to read this one. Another book I grabbed only as a filler to bulk up the box. I grabbed it because I'm a sucker for samurai and ninja stories. This is from Image. It's called No Honor. It's from 2001. Honestly, it doesn't look very good, but hey, I'll give it a try. And all the rest of the books are from two miniseries published by Dark Horse Comics. The first one is just called Blue Book, and it's based on the famous Project Blue Book, which was a 1950s systemic study done by the US Air Force on the UFOs. So they seem to be adaptation of true stories by people who have experienced stuff with UFOs, and each issue also has a backup story called True Weird, which also seems to be based on stories that really happen but are very strange, and the backup stories are done by guest artists and writers. And the main Blue Book story is done by writer James Tynion IV and artist Michael Avon Umig. Umig? Whatever. Sorry, man. So this is number 1. Number 2. I'm missing number 3, unfortunately. This is number 4. Number 5. And I love the whole 50s and 60s UFO phenomena. I think they're fun to read. And this is the second miniseries. It's called Blue Book 1947. I think this is a variant cover by Michael Allred. I think there were a few variant covers for the issues, because I know that I've seen another cover for number 1 of the first series. So this is number 1 from the 1947 series. Number 2. Who doesn't like a good UFO story anyway? Number 3. Number 4. And this is the last one. I think there was a 5th issue, but I'm not sure. So thank you, Bec Neptune and Pizza Rat. Thank you for the freebies. So that's it for this episode. Thank you very much to Aaron, Psychtronic Squirt Gun, and Bec Neptune and Pizza Rat for all the great comics they let me have for $2 a piece, plus all the extras that came with the packages. And yeah, you guys, if you don't participate in claim sales, there are quite a few now on YouTube in the community. Of course, for me at least, it all started with Rob's Cheap Comic Collectors claim sale. And speaking of UFOs, this is only a sneak peek into my next video, which will be all the good stuff I got from Cheap Comic Collectors claim sales, which has now become my main comic book provider. I don't buy comic books online anymore. I don't visit comic book shop, so I mostly buy my comics from you guys now. So a sneak peek into next episode. I grab a few of those Gold Key UFO Flying Saucers issues, but you'll have to wait till next time. Happy trails, everyone. Number 9.